Right, my stream should have gone live now, hopefully. I'm going to be playing in the daily Superblitz Arena shortly, so I'm going to play a few games in the daily Bullet Arena first, just as a warm-up. Oops, I've got my sound a little bit low again, so 13:30, good luck. Okay, takes, I'll take. Okay, let's just play up. I'll check. So cross. Bishop up is a logical move, and I'll just castle. If pawn up, I'll just take and drop back. Hit the pawn. Maybe knight up is an idea, but okay, that's a good move. So trade and knight up. Plays up again. Okay, let's just take. Now, where's a good square? I'm going to put the knight here, queen across. Then the knight can go where the queen was. Very attacking setup from my opponent here. He's done terrifically well, hasn't he, winning an exchange, but in fact, he's playing quite quick as well for his rating. He's doing well. Let's play over, threaten a check. We're threatening a pawn as well. Oh, he pushes forward, okay. So I guess I take with this one. I think I'll just take straight back as well. I can always sack the queen if I get into trouble, but there I can trade it now. I think rook up. Yeah, he played very, very, very well for his rating there. Well played. 1761, good luck. Let's play e4, which I very rarely play. Back in my over the board days, I very rarely played e4. Only the first couple of years or so. Then I switched to knight f3. Okay, so I can drop back and take, I guess. Oh man, he's got queen check. I've blundered the bishop. Well done. So I've lost this one. Oh, I could have taken back though. What am I doing? That's just pure concentration or lack of. I was actually tempted to castle there and sack the piece. If the knight moves now, I can take the queen, but if I castle, he's got knight check. Let's hit the bishop. I should have played, no, knight down actually I can't play. Across. Let's just take and just bail out there. Knight back, hit the bishop. Oops. That's a terrific move. Let's play across and across. Yeah, I'm just completely busted here. He's played a terrific game. So a bit of a shaky start to this, which is a slight understatement. Yeah, I've got no counterplay here. Wow, I've blundered that as well. Clearly all I can do is pre-move now. Well done. Very well done. Didn't he play well there? Well played. A shocking start though. I should never lose games like that. Oops, where am I? I should never ever lose games like that. 1737, good luck. Very similar opening. In fact, it is the same opening. It's not the same player though. Let's play it differently this time then. Okay, drop back. Okay, if he takes, I just take. So bishop up is coming, but he'll do loosen the pawn, so... I think rook across first, then bishop up. Then maybe knight forward. Okay, I can take there. He can grab a pawn if he wants, he doesn't. So just play up. No, I'm going to play bishop up and look to trade that bishop. So pawn down a take, he plays rook down. So pressure the pawn, rook across. I'll gladly trade here. Now we're threatening a pawn. Yeah, just take it. And take again. Oh, he's blundered his rook, he's a bit unlucky. Now I get the queen off. Much more comfortable game against a similar rated player. It doesn't need a lot to go wrong in bullet chess, so you don't need a great deal of lapses in concentration to go from winning to being completely busted. But so these are just a few warm-up games ready for the Superblitz, which is on in 10 minutes, so I won't be playing right to the very end of this. I'll take a short break between the two. Now that's a little counter you've got as to how long you've got to make your first move. And some players actually let that run down to the last split second. No idea why. Okay, let's push. He cuts it off, so just take. I think pawn up and bishop up are okay. Now I've got to be a little careful here. Queen up and then maybe pawn up. Oh, he plays across, okay. Pawn up. Knight across, hitting the rook. Let's drop right back. We've got a pin there if he doesn't see it. Whoa, can he play that? I have to take because he's got a knight check. Wow, am I just busted here? I'm going to sack a piece here. Again, how's he played as fast as this? Ah, I couldn't take it, I don't believe it. Wow. Should have had that there. Should have recovered that one. Two very poor losses though, two very poor losses. But well done to both those players, they've both done very well. So I'll play this in one more game, then it gives me a couple of minutes to get ready for the 3-minute Superblitz. Okay, let's just develop. Oh, that's dangerous. I think I better take and then up. Okay, let's play knight over. Ah, bishop up first, rook across. Actually, let's go with the rook. He doesn't take. So let's take and trade. Knight moves, I'll take the bishop. He drops back, so I'll hit the pawn. Bishop back. Okay, I thought I could take there. Let's just trade, keep it simple. Yeah, just keep it simple and try and get the knight to the other side. Now I'm threatening to push. Yeah, king up is playable. Knight check and the pawn is protected. So that lets me in over. But now he can grab the pawn. I had already seen that, but I can get his. Let's get the knight trapped. Yep, got it trapped. Well done. Again, another player playing very well for his rating. 1206. Good luck. Now he is quite outrated, this opponent, but he should just play his normal game. You just look at the position that you've got on the board, not your player's rating. So just play up, take. So queen up is a move to threaten to come in here. So we're threatening the pawn. Yeah, he's just played a bit quick there and he's missed it, so that's checkmate. He just went a little bit too quick there. Okay, I've got time to fit one more game in then. I want a couple of minutes, maybe do a couple of puzzles before we start. So this one will be the final game, even if it's over very quickly, win or lose. This will be the final one in this event. And then we'll just get ready for the 3 minute. So 13:24, good luck. I'll just take that. Oh, he's gone too quickly like the last player. Can take that. Yeah, there's no need to play as quickly as this. Okay, that's a check, which is why I can take there. And I'll get the queen out of the way. And just castle. Okay, that's another piece. Another one. Let's just drop right back, knight across. He had the bishop there, he didn't take it. Now I'm threatening to come in here. So that's checkmate. Again, he just went a little bit too quick. He's well up on the clock and he's so outrated. You don't need to do that. Don't need to do that. So I'll click pause there. So in the end, not too bad. What's that? 5 wins and 2 very poor losses that I got there, but well done to those 2 players. So not too bad in the end, but normally performance, I'm aiming to get 2000 plus in the performance rating. Though you can only obviously compete against the players that you're matched up with. But what I'm going to be doing is playing in this one, which is about to start, the daily Superblitz Arena. See, 3 minutes to go. So I'll just do 1 or 2 puzzles before it starts. You can take as long as you like to do these. Now, candidate moves. Pawn forward with a check. You hit the king, and the king has to go there or there. You've then got an obvious rook check, but the king can run away, so I don't think it's that. Doesn't feel right. Queen takes and the pawn takes back. That just looks bad. But rook across first to stop the king escaping, followed by pawn up. That looks super strong. I don't see how you defend that. I don't see any way out, so that's the move I'm going to play. It was the right move. So now the king can go there. So check or check, but check here allows the king back. So pawn check, you can step forward or you can go back. Queen check back, a take with check. It's still good. So I'm not sure what the move is here. You could maybe play rook takes, pawn take. Yeah, rook takes first, and if pawn takes, you've got queen check winning the queen. And if king takes, you can do queen check, you force the king back. Yeah, I think that wins a piece. Yeah. If king takes, you've got queen check. If the king goes there, you check here. If the king goes back, you check here and you win the queen. So goody goody good. We're getting near to the start of the tournament now though. So go back and just join that. So we have just over a minute to go. It's always a very strong tournament this, so it's always an achievement to score points in an event like this. Always a lot of strong players in it. 227 currently, but it'll probably be into the thousands by the end. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Right, so we're getting ready to go. That's the countdown. And my start rating is 2102. It's always difficult to maintain your rating in these events. Always difficult. And you can see I'm moving down the ratings now as more and more players come in. So that puts you to where you are. That puts you to the very top. So they're the highest rated players entering. So
10,
good luck
9,
everybody. Let's hope
8,
we have a good event.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Now the first game I'll be playing someone who's right next to me in the list. After that it's a case of who's available when you finish your game. So let's play Sicilian. I normally play the Caracan by routine, so I'll just play something different. Okay, knight up. Knight up. Wow, he's going for it, isn't he? Let's push the pawn. Very bold attacking start. So you can go in here and sack a pawn to get rid of that bishop. It's always one of the general ideas. I might actually do that. So let's give him that pawn. Don't worry about trying to keep it, you're not going to be able to keep that, so let's just play a knight up. He'll probably come, actually he can't come forward because I'm hitting the knight, so there is a threat there. Pre-move in case he takes with either knight. He goes across. Now can I get away with bishop up here? I'm just going to play rook across and get ready to push. Yeah, now he plays that move. So you just take. But he's actually got a loose pawn here, so I can get one back. Take, endgame or not. Okay, let's go for an endgame. Push forward. I'm just simply trying to gain space. Pawn up is a threat to pin the rook though, so you've got to consider it just because it's a threat, even though he can come in. So just push, try and gain space. Ooh, now I can come over and trade the bishops off as soon as the knight moves. So I guess bishop up, if knight in, maybe rook up. Okay, he plays across, so I've got the option to trade that as well, and it looks like a dangerous knight, so I think I will. And I'll make sure the king's got a square. He brings the king across, so rook over, and then look to push. It might be difficult to stop him playing something like this, though, to target the 7th rank. That could be tricky. Okay, he's brought his rook up. Let's just push then, try and give him something to think about. Yeah, that's what he's going for, the 7th rank. So I'll take. I can't stop him getting that 7th rank, so he needs one move there. Ah, but then I can go here, I guess. But it means giving up a pawn. Let's play rook here. And he might have to go there. But then once he moves, I can play rook onto the file what that rook is on. And then we're threatening, if he does it, we're threatening a check and a pawn. So he comes forward. So now I'm going to go here and try and go up and grab this pawn. That's the basic plan anyway. But for rook across, he's got rook across and he hits my pawn. But I've got to give up one of them. So let's play king across. I can't really stop him having the first move. So now rook across and we try and go up. If he goes across, I can come here. Ooh, I can't actually do it though, can I? So he's won a pawn out of this. He's done well. So pawn up. No, pawn up must be a mistake. Let's just play pawn up, give the king a square. Let's go this way though. Now if his rook stays down here, I can go up and try and get that pawn after all. So he's gone behind. Let's go across. Yeah, I'm certainly losing now though, aren't I? I'm going to have to go after these instead. Oops, I missed that. Well done. I saw it once I'd made the move. Well played, a poor start again. It's often the case, not to worry. It's a long event. We've got, what, 1.5 hours? So 21:06, good luck. Again, try and get rid of that defending bishop. Just chuck a pawn up the board. If bishop to g4, then I play up here. He's allowed me to push though. He can actually take there. I'm forced to take, then he's got knight down and I'll have to just drop back. Yeah, then he plays knight first. So I guess I'll take. I'm just going to play pawn up and bishop up, I think, here. Maybe queen up is also a potential threat. Right, so he's pushed his pawn. Right, so I'm going to have to take now, I think. Then he's going to take with this, which he does. So let's play bishop up. Oh, he comes forward, okay. So take, he can take with a bishop. I don't like the look of that. Let's just play knight over for now. I want to try and castle this side, I think. So push. Now maybe I've got knight in. Maybe I can take that. Now he's maybe got this here. He doesn't go for it though. Knight over. I mean, potentially I could still castle this way, but it looks very, very dubious. Very dubious. Otherwise, just queen up to pressure the pawn. And so queen up, so we line up castling. Okay, he's grabbed a piece, I missed that. There's no point grabbing the pawn. Let's just castle, so I've blundered this one away as well, not to worry. These things happen. Okay, check, but he can just block with a queen. I'm going to go across here just to try and get in this way, take a chance. But clearly I've just messed this one up. I don't have any realistic chance. Have I got rook across? This is covered by the queen for the immediate mate threat. He's got no other check. So he's letting me potentially get forward here. I doubt there's any real serious risk to it, but... let's just see where he puts his queen. But I had seen earlier there's a potential to take queen check and hit the rook. So he goes that way. So I've got the rook check. If king goes there, there's a queen check. So king forward. And then have I got a follow-up? Maybe queen across. There's queen check right now. Rook blocks. Then yeah, let's go there. If rook blocks, I can maybe take the knight. He blocks with the knight, so he's dropped his rook. So he's going to get the bishop though. But no, rook across is a blunder. So let's go back and pin the knight. Maybe take, and take. This is a problem though, of course. Yeah, he goes for it. So I've got to play up there, cover this and stop the knight jumping over. Okay, rook up, maybe across, but maybe just queen back now and get rid of the queens. Right, let's chase that queen away. So what have I got now? Rook up. This is very weak, of course. He goes for it. Let's go here first. Wow, can I really not stop this? It doesn't look like it, does it? I'm going to have to sack there and hope for miracles this side. He should be just grabbing my pawns because he's nearly out of time. Yeah, got that one. Played the clock. So clearly he outplayed me, but got the win. 22.66, good luck. So you can see a stronger player here. And that is about my peak best ever rating, about that level. Okay, so just take and pawn up. C5. I think I'll just actually castling. No, let's play knight up. He comes forward. Okay. So queen up. So again comes forward. So I can probably take one and drop the other knight back. Challenge that knight. Okay, logical. Now do I give him the rook? Do I give him the rook? Probably not a good idea. Let's drop the bishop back. So clearly I've got to try and castle now, but I suspect he wants to go this way. Okay, what's he done? Queen forward, so castle, he's got rook takes pawn. Then knight takes. Yeah, very tricky position, very tricky. I'm going to have to let him take that pawn there. Okay, trades first. Then he grabs the pawn. Yeah, I don't really have a way out of this, do I? That's the problem. He's just got queen across and checkmate threat, hasn't he? So just play a rook across and king over. Yeah, and he's gone queen side, so he's got no risk whatsoever here. This is just a hopeless position now. Yeah, I've just played poorly this game. Just a poor game here. Let's push. Oh, he can just take anyway, can't he? I won't even make him play that one out. Let's just give him that one. Well done. One 8-2-4, good luck. Okay, E3 and C4. Okay, B3. Again, just in case he takes. Bishop up, hits the pawn. So knight up, logical. Can't move there, so just play open castle to release the pawn. Right, what's he done? Castle, so I will castle as well. Okay, let's hit the bishop. He goes back over. Okay, so let's push again. And probably H3 just to cover this square. Yeah, he's gone there, so let's play up. Right, so bishop back just to make sure there's no slips with the queen. Then knight across becomes playable, knight up becomes playable. Even d4 becomes playable. Okay, d3 then, just to kick that knight. Oh, he takes. I didn't expect that. So let's take. So I've got the option to take the knight, double his pawns up, and we've still got equal bishops. And that looks very tempting. But then I guess he can just push here though, so I'll just drop back. But I need this knight across the board now. Oops. Across and across. Because he might obviously just try a sack to blow the position open. Maybe even f4. He does go for it, so I'm going to take. But now I need to try and play f4 to close this diagonal. Otherwise that queen is going to be super strong and super annoying. So I guess king across is forced. So if I play f4, it takes across. But if I play up there, he can play a move like f5. So he's done very, very well here, hasn't he? Getting at least a repetition. I'm going to play f4 though, it's a safety first option. So he's got to draw if he wants it. Let's just see if he plays on. But he's got the repetition if he wants it. But if he doesn't play it, then he's running a big risk. Clearly it's a forced move to go back. Now this is the interesting bit. Does he risk a move up like to develop the rook, and he needs however many moves, and he does go for it. So I can take, but he's allowed me to play rook up now. So I stop him with a check there. If he checks there, I can go this way. So take back. And maybe I've got bishop down here, I'm not sure yet. Because he's looking at bishop takes. And then there's a threat here. But can I get my king away? That's the question. That's what he's gone for. I'm just going to take there and play queen across. He's very low on time. He's very low on time. If he checks, I can block with a queen, and he needs at least 3 moves to get his rook in. So now I can just block the check. Again, I can block. So I think I'm alright now. Check, I can block. Check, I can block with a bishop. Yeah, knight up so we hit the queen. Block, and block this way. So now I think I'm fine. Very, very close call though. Let's hit the queen again. Where to put the rook? Let's go here. I'll take that, of course. Okay, a little bit fortunate with that one. It was worth the gamble, but he should have really just gone for the guaranteed draw. Still, he was ambitious though, and that's what you should do if you think you've got half a chance to win against a high rated player. Just go for it. 1883, good luck. Okay, let's go back to the Caracan. Actually, let's develop the bishop first, then knight up, but we have the option of an early pawn up. Or take a knight up. Okay, so I've got pawn up either way here. Let's go this way and hit the bishop maybe. I'll just drop back. So maybe knight up, hit the bishop now, and bring the other knight across. And he comes forward, look here. Let's hit that knight. Now, do I want knight against bishop? If I take, he gets his knight developed. It's knight against bishop. Okay, I'll go for that. Develop my bishop. Prepare the castle. Eventually get the bishop forward. Okay, so do a push. I think trading here makes sense, but I can actually push the pawn there and he can't take. But can he push there? Take, rook takes, takes, check over. I think I'm alright. So I'm going to push. If he doesn't push, I might just put the bishop here anyway, otherwise I'll take this way. Or maybe even just push the pawn here. It's a gamble. It's a bit of a gamble, this. So take. Well done. I can grab a pawn there, can't I? He can't take back. Yeah, I can take there. He can't take back. If he plays a move like knight across, I've just got queen up. Okay, let's be careful here. Bishop back and see if he takes it. I'd be happy if he played knight takes. He does go for the push. So this is where I've got a choice. I can play up, I can ignore it, but if I play up, he's got 3 moves to checkmate. So let's ignore it for a move and threaten to take the pawn. He grabs the bishop. So now if he takes, obviously I've got to move. Okay, plays across. So it's getting dangerous now. I have to push up. I have to play across, and I have to play rook across. So he just needs 2 moves and he wins the game, and I don't think I can stop it. So I've not played this well at all. I've completely messed this one up big time. Ooh. Ooh, why did he play that? Okay, queen up to hit this pawn. He should have just done the very simple obvious with the other rook. Now I can play across and trade the queen or force it back. Rook up, then the other rook across. Okay, that's actually a good move, but I think I've got rook here, king back. If I get rid of this pawn, I've still got a chance. Right, he finally grabs the pawn. I'm just going to abandon all this to try and get the pawn. Okay. Let's go here to support both of these and then try and push. I'm really stretching my luck here though. I've not played this game well at all. Okay, so pawn for pawn. Have I got a better? Queen across, he just takes. I think I have to take there. Now queen across, and then try and come back. If I get rid of this pawn, I think I'm fine. But I'm completely bogged down, of course. He's the one with the two pieces in the game. I've only got one. So it's a serious struggle. So again, drop back and hit that pawn. Right, now I'm going to check and get the rook active. Can I? Actually, let's just drop back, get the rook active first. Or maybe I'm better off actually even pushing and bringing the king up. Right, rook across. So now I'm pretty solid position here, actually. Now pretty solid. Bring the king up here. I think queen up and rook up look good. And now I'm well up on the clock, so if the queens come off it takes away the risk really. So rook up, queen back and hit the pawn. Or rook across and hit this pawn, or just push this pawn. Right, back. If he pushes, I can obviously just take. Just try not to blunder a queen around the back, but yeah, he runs out of time. So riding my luck a little bit with that one, but I got that. As Hikaru sometimes says, you're sometimes better off being lucky than being good. And sadly I can't play the game like Hikaru, so you need your luck when you play at my level. Okay, that's a known move. I think you just take a knight up. Gotta be careful though. I think knight up. I don't think it's a sound sacrifice if he takes. I'll pre-move just in case he does. Okay, hit the knight. It's so easy to get your theory wrong with these openings, it really is. So incredibly easy. I think bishop up. Bishop back. And we're just looking for pawn up and bishop out somewhere, anywhere. Maybe even pin the knight. I know I do take there, then I pin the knight. Now he's gone queen side, so queen up and look to take. The knight moves, the pawn hangs. Okay, he's just trying to work out what plan he wants to go for. And that's what you should do. Sometimes you've got to be disciplined and use your time earlier in the game, which I sometimes fail to do. So he's gambiting a pawn. I think I'm just going to play knight up though there. If he plays up, I can just drop the bishop back. Or other one up, so bishop back. Right, now I can trade one of the knights. Okay, so if I take, it opens the F file up. I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to go queenside as well. Actually, again, if he takes, I could take with a G pawn. Open up the file. So he drops back, so he wants to come this side. So queen down is playable, but it mucks my pawn structure up. But it's a playable move. Let's play knight in, hit the bishop. And now I've got queen down, right? Knight check are both covered. The queen's covered. So pin the knight. And my knight's supported by the pawn, so it's not at risk of a discovery. So I've got knight back, he takes with a check and a take. Knight across, queen back. Yeah, let's just play knight back. Take. Guess rook across and then maybe pawn up. Maybe knight back to hit this nuisance knight. Right, so knight back. So he goes back. Yeah, I don't want to play. F5 looks very bad, it weakens this pawn. I'm just going to play pawn up and bring the king up, I think. Actually, let's hit the knight with this pawn. If he comes back a take, he goes back over. So I'll hit the knight again. Right, now I'll shift this knight. And maybe look to double the rooks up. Ah, he just pushes immediately, okay. I thought I could just take here. So he's got a check. Obviously drop the rook back, check. Trade, then he takes, so that's no good. So I'm going to drop back. I didn't want to go on the dark square to give him the bishop check. So if he takes, I could take. Oh, he's hit the pawn though, that's a nuisance, because if he gets the knight in, he's threatening checkmate. So that's a problem. Yeah, he's doing extremely well here. He's finding some very good moves. Very good. Okay, he comes forward. Rook across. Might be a mistake actually. I've given him a pawn. Pawn up, risky. What on earth do I do here? Wow. Oh, I haven't got time to think. Let's play rook or bishop back. Keep an eye on the clock. Gotta keep an eye on the clock. So rook up. Actually go with the knight if he takes. He's got knight check and I can step up now. Excellent, flagged him, excellent, very good. So he just couldn't play quick enough at the end, so very good win, very tough game. But again, it wasn't brilliantly smooth, was it? It wasn't brilliantly smooth. So what have I done? 4 wins, 2 losses, and I'm only 133rd. It shows how tough this is. I've got 10 points and the leaders are on 28. That is seriously impressive, because they're not berserk scores, they're regular scores. The 5s mean players are going berserk, which means they're half the time, but you get more points if you win or draw. So 2054, good luck. Okay, let's play something different this game, just for the sake of playing something different. I'll drop back. Okay, I think c5 is okay here, but let's play pawn up. Okay, I can take. So if I take, he's got pawn takes. Let's just play pawn up. So pawn up he can push. Let's just play up one. And he plays up logical, so I guess support the bishop, still make room for the knight, but that gives him... Oh, actually he's got that now, hasn't he? He's just missed bishop in there. Let's play knight up to give the rook a square. He had bishop in there. Knight in, so now he's got this. Yeah, so I've made a little bit of a mess of this one as well. There's only so many times you can get away with that. So let's play knight over, maybe queen up. I'm assuming this is coming. And I don't see what I can really do about it. Okay. I'm just going to have to push forward here and allow him to push if he wishes to. I've just got to try something. He now plays the knight in. Ooh, this is horrible, isn't it? Once that knight moves, he gets a diagonal attack and he's going to win a rook. So knight takes, queen takes, the knight moves somewhere. Maybe I can block with a knight, but this is horrific. Wow. I'm going to lose the knight at least. I should lose the game, really. It should be enough. He just pushes. Okay, so let's take. So knight up, take the pawn. I guess he's going to take. But he's closed the diagonal down, so he's got to play an extra move to try and win the rook. But he might have a completely different plan in mind that I've just not seen, of course. And he does take. But I have actually got queen up here. Takes, takes, he then still gets the discovery. Yeah, let's give him the exchange, but try not to give him just the full piece. So queen up and then rook can take. So cross. Ooh, is he actually trying to do something like this? There's threats galore, isn't there? Because he's hitting my queen as well. He's hitting the queen as well. So he's got this pawn, but at least I'm hitting this one. He can take the rook, which he does. But if rook takes, I thought I could take here. But it's not good. I certainly wouldn't recommend you play chess how I'm playing this game. Not well at all. He's played a3 to hit the knight. So maybe I've got queen in. If he takes, you hit the rook and you hit the pawn. If he doesn't, then I've got to put the knight somewhere. Ah, maybe I've given him this now though. So I've blundered a piece anyway. That's exactly what he's done. Although, yeah, I can pin the queen, but it doesn't get me anything. So I've got to take there. How on earth do I support that pawn? I guess queen back. Okay, yeah, I'm just completely hopelessly lost, aren't I? I've played a dreadful game, dreadful. Now maybe I can risk f5 if he doesn't find a way to just smash through immediately. Can I play f5? Oh, he offers to trade the queens. So now I've got to check. Take, take. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to try and play quickly. Knight in is a threat. Still a threat. Obviously he's only 2 moves off this and I can't really stop that, so Let him get on with it. Knight back. Yeah, he's gonna flag me here. I can't stop this. Ah, that's a good move. He stopped me getting out. Wow, I managed to flag another one and get a draw that I shouldn't have had. Wow. Completely busted, but got the draw. Hopefully I'll find some good form at some point. We've got 50 minutes left. But it's what you call riding your luck a bit, isn't it? Riding your luck a bit. Right, 1841, good luck. I think I'll stick to the Sicilian against e4 from now on instead of the Caracan. Just play something a bit more attacking. Now, knight up, I might play e5 and go for the what we call the reverse Sicilian. If he plays this, I can play this. The other option is c4 to go a bit more stable. c4 is what you'd probably play most of the time. Sorry, c5. Let's play up. Actually, it might resemble the last game, this one. Okay, knight up. Let's just push. Okay, I'll take that. Splits his pawns. Let's play knight up, and if he comes up, I'll drop the knight back here and look to trade this knight. But it opens his king's position up if he really goes for it. I could even grab the pawn, couldn't I? I'm hitting the pawn as well. Actually, yeah, if he plays up, I'd grab the pawn. So do I play a move like c5 now? Let's risk it. It's probably a dodgy move, probably a bad move, this, because I'm giving him a move like this. But let's just risk it, risk it, risk it. Actually, why did I do that? It was a bad move. Maybe pawn up, knight takes, queen up. Actually, let's just risk it. Let's just try take some risks. So knight takes, queen up to hit the knight, and then hopefully rook across to pin this knight. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Oh, it just takes immediately, but I thought I could take here because I'm hitting the rook. Oh, he's got a check. I missed that. Well done. I just simply missed that. Guess I can drop back here. Dark square or light? Let's go on the light square. Again, rook across. Try and make use of this pin. Very nice tactic though, very nice idea he's just found. So I am just a straight pawn down. So he plays up and hits my knight, and he hits the queen. So takes, takes, and then what? No real good square. Knight down is playable, I guess. And if he takes, I take, and I'm discovering on the rook as well as hitting the bishop. So he plays knight back. Okay, I still don't see a very good move though. I'm going to have to take. I think I have to take. Not good, not good, not good. Let's play a pawn up. Yeah, so again, I should be just completely lost this game. I should lose this one. Let's just see if he can finish it. So pawn down, knight across is a threat again. I've always got an escape path back if I need it, but if the knight goes off I can jump in. So we just come back. So I want the rook in a dark square and try and push. Get off this diagonal. Well, he's kind of pushed me off it, so let's go right across then. Just guard this pawn push. Okay, so trade the rook and develop the knight at the same time. Let's push the pawn there. Knight takes. So king across. I've got to give up that side, of course. Not much I can do there. That's not a move. Can I push? Knight check is covered. If he takes either way, I take back. And I'd like knight across to hit this pawn if that rook wanders off somewhere. He's played knight to hit the rook. Okay, let's play across. Oh, I've blundered the rook. Oh, I've just realised what I've done. Oh, he missed it. Wow. He had a free rook. I'd seen there, by the way, that the bishop was going to be hunting down here, so take. There's a check threat, which is actually a big threat. There's actually a checkmate threat here. Yep. He missed it. He missed it. Riding my luck, but got another one. Wow, this can't continue, can it? You can't ride your luck like that. Game after game after game. On paper, that's a great set of results, but not a great way that I've gone about getting them, is it? Not great at all. But I'm still only 140th. 14 points, look at that. A third of the points of the leader. Ah, he is playing berserk, that one there. You can see a few fives, so he's going berserk mode. 1795, good luck. Now c4, more traditional reti move. Queen a4. Take back. Drop back. Then just logical development. I get the bishop out and pawn up. Then the other bishop somewhere. Okay, just drop back. If he takes, take with a pawn, bring it in towards the middle. Goes across or castle. He might just want to try and get my bishop there, I'm not sure, let's just see. But I've now got a square I can drop back to. So let's just gently edge forward, just try and gain a bit of space. I think I'll trade one of them there because this pawn's loose, so he's going to have to take with it. He does. So rook across onto the file. Now we might trade a few bits off here. He could just play rook straight across. And at some point I might get bishop up like this and close the file. He plays over. Okay, let's see if he wants to take, but I'm going to try and plant a rook here, I think. Knight in, I can take it. Knight back I can't, so I'll worry about it if he plays it. Oh, he plays it anyway. So I'll take, and now I can plant the rook forward. Actually, let's go here to hit the pawn. And maybe queen behind the rook. So we hit the pawn, we cover the rook, we stop him playing rook across. So I can grab this pawn, pawn up, and I just bring the queen back. So I think it's a free pawn. Rook across I can take with a check, which is very important. And if pawn up, like I say, I could actually grab a pawn. Now bishop up I cannot play. Now I've actually got a little tactic. No, it doesn't work. Rook takes pawn doesn't quite work. So let's just go safety first and drop back. Then I'm going to look for maybe queen up and at some point bishop up. Oh, he pushes. Okay. I think queen up looks strong here, but am I blundering? I don't want to take. Let's just play queen up. Take with a pawn. He checks and my king's got a safety square. So I've got a square. And now I can maybe just pin his rook and get it off. I can grab the pawn. Yeah, just grab the pawn. Am I missing anything? I don't see it. So go back and I'll look to pin his rook. Ah, he's come forward. Okay, so check. King up, check. That's checkmate, right? He has to go back, otherwise it's checkmate. He just didn't see it. So that one's a little bit smoother. Wow, 2200. That's very, very good at my level. I don't perform at that level very often. But as I say, a lot of it is down to luck, not skill. So 1648, good luck. He goes b3. Okay. Okay, let's just play knight up. I'm sure this is the right response. Okay, he might have thought I was pre-moving there, so he's just tried to grab a piece. Which is exactly why you don't pre-move in openings. So rook across, just hit the pawn. Now pawn up. Now he can't take with a piece because he just gets it pinned. Okay, he's just played a little bit too quick there, he just missed that. Knight takes, I still take with a bishop and he's still pinned. So take the piece. So I guess f5 becomes playable. A little bit risky. Queen takes pawn is also very strong here. Just get a pawn to lose a pawn. Yeah, that looks very strong. So I'm hitting the rook there. Pressuring a pawn. Where do we go? Where do we go? Let's just drop right back. Takes the rook at take. And then we just go for development. Actually, I can get rid of one of the knights here. I'm a piece up, so get rid of one of his pieces. Then just bring the rook across somewhere. Now I can hit the knight or not. Let's go here. Pawn up. Okay, so he's hit the pawn. Bishop up is playable. Rook right up is playable. Rook up. Yeah, let's just threaten the pawn here. Lose a pawn, gain a pawn. He takes. So I'll take. Okay, so I guess I've got knight across either way and I hit his knight, so what's a good square? He's got rook check. So let's play here then just to cut the check. And then what? I mean, it's not a checkmate threat actually. Let's just take the knight. Go behind the pawn, he can't defend it. It should be cleanly winning now. Just take. Block the check. Okay, king up. And just rook across to release the bishop somewhere. Again, notice the difference on time. He's a much lower rated player, but he's still playing quicker, so it's one of them occasions where you just need to slow yourself down a little bit, use your time wisely. Okay, I can just gradually ease forward. I mean, I've got a check there to trade pawn for pawn. Let's bring the king up. Okay, let's just push that. Right, now I can check and grab this pawn. Oh, he's blundered there, so he's given me a free rook. So just check and pick up the rook. Excellent. That's why I didn't pre-move taking the pawn, because I would have missed out on a free rook. So I'm now 69th place, 2200 performance. Very, very good. 20 points against 40 from the leader. Oh, that's a GM that's in the lead now. That's very impressive. 2-1-5-2, good luck. Again, you can see another fast player. Okay, just take and trade. Actually, let's just go cautious. Let's take. Now he's got a choice, pawn or bishop. Either way, a castle. Knight back and bishop up. Okay, just get rid of that bishop. Or maybe pawn up and then rook across. He pushes. I think I can take. And just move the queen somewhere. Let's go up, just pressure the pawn and maybe swing across this side. Oh, I've given him knight in there, though my knight is loose. So that's a slight blunder. I'm going to have to take back. Okay, he comes in, he hits the queen. I've actually blundered the piece, haven't I? I can't defend it. Well, I can go here, but he gets a lovely knight check. Hold on, can I take that? Just take that, because he's hit my knight. Could have been worse though. Let's play a rook across. Let's play a pawn up. Then rook up is obviously a threat. Actually, let's centralise and maybe push. Now I can get rid of the queen if I want, then rook back, but it feels a bit negative. Rook up is the other move, but it gives him initiative. Let's just play rook up for now. So he plays rook up. Okay, I'll have to trade the queen then. So now how to play this? If I go across he just takes, that's no good, so I'm going to have to come back and play up. He might just go after the outside pawn, that's what he should do I guess. Let's bring the king across. Actually, yeah, I'm just completely lost here, aren't I? This time there won't be any salvaging this, I am completely lost with this one. Oh, I can't even play that. Let's play king up. Still can't play it. Okay. Now his king's actually boxed in there. I want to keep his king boxed in, but I guess he can push. Let's just play here. If he pushes a pawn, I've got to check. If he pushes here, I guess I can take. He does push, but can't I take? Oh, that's a nice move. That's a bit irritating. Very nice move. Okay, let's just trap his king and go behind the pawn. Grab the pawn. So take across, he comes over, take, he comes over. Because I've got rook down here. I'm going to risk this. I'm completely lost, aren't I, on the clock, so I might as well risk it. Now I've grabbed that extra pawn, I can definitely trade rooks. Now if the rooks come off, then I'm completely winning. not enough time. Wow, that time I outplayed him but couldn't play it quick enough. That's a bit frustrating, but not to worry. 2172, good luck. What have we got left? Half an hour left. Okay, let's go with the Sicilian like I said. Oh, he's going the Mora Gambit. Okay, this is a dangerous opening. There are all sorts of nasty tricks with this opening. All sorts. I think a castle. Knight up. Okay. I think I have to play f6 there. Very, very nasty opening this. See, I can move the knight. Can I hit the bishop? I'm not sure. I'm sure he won't take here though. I think knight across next move. It's one of these, if your opponent plays this all the time, and clearly I don't, you can really get into a lot of difficulty with this. Queen up, hit the pawn, castles. Let's play queen up, hit the bishop and pawn. He takes, or take. Maybe I could have grabbed the pawn the move before. Let's just take. Then just drop back, I guess. Now, is it possible to get the queen off? He plays across. It's so full of nasty surprises, this opening. Very, very difficult to play against. There's a loose pawn there, but there's a loose king here. So knight takes, takes. It looks like I can take it. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, I don't see a way out of this. What do I do? Can I play up there? He just takes. I have to take and drop back, I think. And I need to play a move like pawn up, but nothing I can do now. Yeah, what a lovely opening he's played here. He's got queen check, I have to block with a pawn. It's a forced move. Yeah, he's just played this terrifically, well, he really has. He's got a forced checkmate here with queen up and he's seen it. Well done. Very, very, very difficult opening to face that. Not to worry. Right, 1650, good luck. Okay, let's go for a Sicilian. But again, I very rarely play e4 openings. All through the years I've ever played. I played e4 in my first couple of years, but hardly ever since. So you're going back 30 plus years ago since I've last played these, so I know very little theory in them. Actually, let's put it... Oh, he goes... Okay, let's just develop and go up after that defending bishop. I'm assuming he's going to play this, I'm going to play up and go that way. Just try and eliminate that defending bishop. Maybe h3 first to cover his bishop coming down. He might actually play it now, let's just see. He plays up, so I'll play the same. Oh, actually, maybe I've got a better move here. Yeah, e5 looks strong. e5 looks a strong move, because it splits his pawns if he takes and I take. Knight moves, I can take his pawn. He goes right across. So I guess I can take the knight first, but do I want to? If I take, he takes, I get double pawns. So let's just take. I'll take again. I'll pawn up. I'll rook across. But if he castles, he's got a loose pawn here, so a bit tricky. Okay. Let's play up and hit the queen. You can't just push because I can just take with something. Ooh, do I go with the knight? Go with the knight, because if he takes he's in a lot of trouble because of the discovered check coming. I can take with a check, king across check, and I think it wins the queen. Right, that's a check, but if he goes over I've actually got a sneaky rook check and get the queen for the rook. Okay, that's a good move though. I don't have it with that one. So check. I guess rook across looks good. Taking the pawn looks good. Rook back is playable. Options, 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 but what's a good one? Actually, what about bishop back? Yeah, let's play bishop back just so I'm free to move the rook, because he's got a dangerous checkmate threat there. I should be okay this game, but you never know. It's so easy to miss a tactic. Oh, that's a mistake. That allows me to take, but I'm also hitting his queen. He just forgot about it. He simply just forgot about it. Actually, let's play... Yeah, he just resigned. He's going to play rook across there. So 13 games, 4 losses, 1 draw means 8 wins, so pretty good. 1980, good luck. Okay, c4 again. Now, do I want to play something really silly? I don't think I will. The Hungarian gambit. Let's play up. Actually, it's just castle. I'm just going to play simple standard moves, d5. Oh, now I can take, because he's got a pawn hanging. So take the bishop. So again, he's going all in for something like this. Let's play queen up, just in case knight up and he tries to sack. I've got a half defense here, and I'm going to try and push. Actually, let's play knight up first, then we look to push. Yeah, he comes in. Ooh, actually that's dangerous, isn't it? I've gone on a wrong square here. Have I got queen across? Well, I've blundered the exchange completely there. I can't stop this. So queen across, bishop takes. Maybe queen across. Bishop takes is a check, so I've got to step over. Yeah, I'm not sharp today. Not sharp. I don't know why. So I've got pawn up. He's got knight back. We can trade queens. And the way I'm playing, I think that looks sensible. So pawn up. What do I go with? What do I go with? He pushes. Logical. So knight back and maybe bishop up. I've got a nice pawn structure, to be fair. It's not bad. Bishop up would blunder though. Let's just... actually, let's just play up there. I might actually push the pawn here. Can't now because of that move. So let's just push. Ooh, I've missed a tactic. Well done. I'm really not seeing anything, am I? Oh, I'm dropping the knight as well. Yep, I got no move. I'll have to just take there and drop back. Well done. No, I'll just give him that one. Just say, if you blunder, you play a bad game. You're not sharp. Just get on with the next one. He deserved that one, didn't he? Well played. So 20 minutes left, time for 3, maybe 4 games, so 1864, good luck. plays forward, so hit the bishop. Trades. So again, just like the last one. Let's just push the pawn and maybe an immediate pawn forward. Yes, I'll play it this time. Pushes, so we have a King's Indian structure this time. So let's play knight up and maybe knight up. It's on a very nice square. Hit the bishop. And this bishop will pin his knight. He goes back, so that's a free pawn, is it? Threatening another pawn to hit the queen and bishop. Okay, so I can take the knight, he takes with anything, and I just drop the knight back. I can drop the knight back anywhere. Let's just drop the knight back, hit the queen, oops. So bishop back is a move, or I can trade, or I can push. He's got knight over though. Let's just play bishop back. Now pawn up. So I've got knight in and maybe get knight for bishop off the board. That would be good, then the bishop hits the pawn. Knight in, bishop takes. So we hit the pawn, we hit the rook. Grab the pawn. Okay, I'm quite happy for him to take there, so what have I got here? What have we got? Let's just play rook across. So now I've got potentially rook coming forward. Pawn up can plant the bishop. Now, is that playable? It just feels like I should keep the rook on the board, so that's what I might do. But what do I do? I'll let him in though. No, I'm going to take it. I'll let him in if I do that. Pawn up is not a move. Let's play queen forward and king up. So he's got to guard the immediate back rank mate threat. He pushes up. But now can I push? Knight in. Doesn't look so good. Bishop up. Check up. Let's play bishop up and hit the knight. I'm taking a risk because he might grab these pawns and then he's just got this, of course. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He needs 7 moves to get a queen. I'm taking a risk, but his knight's not got many escape squares. If he goes back, then I pin it, so I can take it. But I can actually check, grab this pawn, and that keeps all these intact, so I should be cleanly winning now. Just queen back to protect this. I try not to blunder this silly stalemate though. So this is what he's got, so queen onto the diagonal to cover the check, and then just run the pawn up if I can. Okay, I can't that move. Oh yeah, what's wrong with king up? Maybe pawn up. I'm threatening to pin him there. I'm threatening just to run the pawn. And then maybe pawn up. Oh, can he get away with this? Let's just check. I'm going to give up some pawns here. I want to play for the win, so I'm going to take a risk. Now push. Oh, why didn't I check? I had the check, I missed it. I had the check to get him off the board, I missed it. Wow. That could cost me the win, that slip. That was a clean win, the check, and it was a clean win. That queen's off the board, it's a clean, easy win. So I'm threatening checks all over the place. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Managed to box the king. Very good, very good. So we've got 15 minutes left, which is time for 2 more games and possibly 3. But it's still going well. Right, 1835, good luck. Okay, d4. Just take. Now there's different ways you can play this. Let's just develop the bishop. Yeah, no, pawn up is not a good move. Let's just take a knight up. Actually, let's play c4 first and then knight up. I'll develop the bishop. And maybe e3 at some point. Maybe rook across. Let's just play rook across. Wow, that is a seriously bold move, isn't it? Very bold. Okay, that really weakens his king's position, so I'm going to have to attack that. Let's go rook back to guard the pawn to start with. I've got bishop up, I've got bishop across to pin the knight. We can hit the queen. We've got queen across the rook to trade queens. Oh, I can take that, can't I? Why can't I take that? We just hit the bishop with a check threat. Now, I don't think that's playable, but can I play e3? He might not have seen there's a knight check threat if the bishop wanders off somewhere. So if I can deflect that bishop back, then it would just be game over. But if he sees all the tactics, then it's still a slightly awkward position. So hit the bishop. So I think I can... Oh, I can't do that now, I'll lose the knight. So let's maybe play pawn up. Yeah, let's hit the queen. Just push forward. So his knight's going to be hanging as well if he plays bishop takes. So now I can hit this bishop. So I'm hitting the bishop and the knight. So he goes back, so I just pick the knight up. Wow, he's really going for it. Okay. If he plays up, I can check and get the queen off the board. This has got to be winning for me. I just have to actually win it. So, bishop up, not quite. Let's play rook across, bishop up. So I get on the diagonal before he discovers against my queen. Okay. I'm going to play rook over here. If the bishop moves, I'll take the 2 rooks for the queen, which is something you will always do because I'm going to pick up his bishop as well. So this is definitely winning. That just wins on the spot. He has to play up. Excellent. Very good, very good. Bit smoother. So I'm 85th. My rating is 2100, so it's virtually the same as it was at the start. I forget what it was at the start. It was 2104 something. I can't quite remember what it was at the start. 2108, 2109, something like that. But pretty good. 16 games. 5 losses, 1 draw means 10 wins, so very good. 2026, good luck. Back to Karakan. Just knight up or queen up is all he needs there. Plays queen up, so we'll just trade. Oh, why is he not playing that? He should just play that instantly. Bishop up, just hit the pawn. Okay, gives me a free pawn, so I'll take it. Let's drop the bishop back. Now bishop up somewhere. So I can take knight across, looks good. I don't see why not. Go with the c pawn if he takes with either. He doesn't, so he's after this, I guess. So pawn up. I just need to castle now and maybe pawn up there. Yeah, let's castle first, and we've got rook across if we need it. We pawn up to hit the bishop. Pre-move in case he takes, and it'll be the end of my last stream for today after this. He's given me another pawn. Why is he doing that? Takes just is a good trade for me, so grab the pawn. I'm covering this with 2 knights anyway. So knight in. I don't see it create. Oh, I can hit the rook and this pawn with knight in here. Can he defend it? I don't see how he does. So let's play that then. Hit the rook and the pawn. So grab another pawn. So he's going to get one of them back sooner or later, but I'm still comfortable here. So I think rook across to support this. Okay, so pawn up looks playable, knight back down is playable, but what's wrong with knight? Ah, knight up, he can hit the knight. When it moves, he then gets in here. So I guess I want knight back here. The one thing I don't want is for him to get in and get my actual rook, of course, for free. So let's give the rook a square. Right, now I don't mind if he actually gets in here, so maybe I might even play a move like knight up. Or even pawn up, pawn up. Hold on, can I just push? Let's push up now and maybe release the knight. He's played pawn up, hit it, going after my bishop, I guess. Let's play a knight up, threatening to fork the 2 rooks. This knight supports the pawn. Okay, so there's a fork on the 2 rooks, he didn't see it. So he goes after the bishop. Now the bishop might actually be trapped there. So let's take the rook. Oh, he takes the bishop. I think that's a mistake. Lets me back. Okay, take. So, have I got rook across? Once the bishop moves, he's got a knight check threat though, I've seen that. Hit the bishop. I need speed though, don't I? I'm losing speed wise. Drop back. I'm losing on the clock, I meant. Oh, I don't actually see a move here. Let's drop back and across. Yeah, I'm going to get flagged here, aren't I? You can see it coming. Playing much the better, but you can see me getting flagged. So he's got bishop check, and I'll just go out to the corner. Oh, it goes with a rook. I'll definitely take there then. I It's actually not that easy to win this due to the clock. Okay, I can definitely take, just give up the rook, and I should be comfortable then. If I can trade the rook for either of them, I'll do it in an instant. Oh, he's blundered it. He's just blundered it completely. Yeah, no, this is just cleanly won. Okay, let's just push and push. And now we push on the other side, but this is a straightforward win now. Nice try there, that would have been a stalemate actually. Yeah, if I'd have queened the move before, he actually had a stalemate there. I'll quickly go back to that. Where's that? So what did I play? I played check. Which move am I thinking of? He played there, so if I'd have just automatically promoted with a queen, his king suddenly got no squares, so that would have been a stalemate. That's why you play on. There's only 4 minutes left, so I think I might stop there, because there isn't 6 minutes left that you need for a normal game, so that will be the end of my tournament and this stream for today, but I'll be back in this tomorrow, and some other bullet events tomorrow. So thank you very much to anybody who's watched this. So I've played 17 games in total. 11 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses. Rode my luck a little bit at the time, I'm happy to say that, but done very, very well. So thank you very much to anybody who's watched this. Very good record, 21-26 performance, average opponent 1952. So I'll be back tomorrow, so thank you very much.